Mr. Williams, assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
So good to see you here.
So good to see you. Thank you for being here.
Thank you very much. So, I've heard your speech and you mentioned about the power of people here in New York. We really have power. Human rights really work here. So what do you think? What we have to do, the representative of Uzbekistan or Central Asian region, for working together, for be engaged at social life of New York?
Well, I tell you, just as an elected official, just being around, people really pay attention to people who are involved, people who are organized, involved in civic life, and people who vote. I got to tell you, getting organized, helping put together events like this, being involved in the community, coming out and vote, being civically engaged, really gets the attention of the public officials and elected officials. And you know, they always say the squeaky wheel gets the grease, and that's a true thing. So I'm so glad to be a part of this burgeoning power right here.
You know, you have a nickname in New York, Humans Police.
What is it?
Humans Police.
Humans Police.
Because every time we know very well that you try to defend all the rights of people here in New York. We respect you. But in Central Asian region, we don't have that kind of position. So now that video will be watching by the people from the Central Asian region. What would you like to say about your position here, about your work, about your responsibilities here, very briefly?
Well, you know, I'm proud and honored to be elected as public advocate. That means I have to represent everyone, and it's just awesome to see what Xalq Road is doing. The Central Asian community, Uzbekistan, and all those communities are coming into their own. And what's really powerful is to see other communities help them do that. I think when communities unite, they become even stronger. Whatever I can do to help that happen and make sure that people have what they need, we're going to do that.
What do you think? That kind of event, how is important to the life of New York? Like Ramadan, like Iftar?
This is the second iftar we've had in this building, so it just shows how far we've come, but there's so much more to go. But it's just a representation of the heights that we can't get to. We got to go even higher, that's for sure.
And the last question, what do you think for the Xalq Road Foundation, how it's important to have that kind of funds here in New York?
Well, I think what Xalq Road is doing is awesome. You know, my family is an immigrant family, and what we see a lot of times, it takes someone and some people to just start and say, we're going to start this and make sure our community is represented. I believe that's what Xalq Road is doing. And, you know, fight for the things that people just need to live their best lives. I think that's what it's about. And what I've found is that organizations like this have often filled the gap where government has failed.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.